Hello and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. It's time to take you around the juicy world of sport again. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Now we'll be looking at the AFCON matches that will be coming up today. Well, matches will be played where we'll just have to look at Ethiopia, Burkina Faso, Cameroon. All these teams will be coming up in Group A. Well, matches will be coming up. Joining me in the studio is Abdullahi Kabiru and also Ibrahim Yusuf from the far left hand side. Okay, you are smiling. Okay, you are waiting for me not to attack you.
Exactly, I was actually waiting for the attack.
Okay, Ibrahim Yusuf is from China.
Exactly, I was waiting for something like that.
Okay, Abdullahi Kabiru, good to have you.
Yeah,
okay, today's matches will be coming up. Group A, they will be taking the last group matches that will be coming up. Just 2 matches today, and as we speak right now, the match is ongoing. We have to look at Burkina Faso, Ethiopia, and you look at
Cameroon, Cape Verde.
Cameroon, Cape Verde. Cape Verde is a small nation, but they've been able to. They have actually held their own against all the teams they played so far. How do you rate? Let me take you one-on-one for you guys. Maybe you prefer Cape Verde. I think so. Cape Verde versus Cameroon, the host nation.
Yeah, Cameroon, Cape Verde. Honestly, it's commendable that they've even qualified for the tournament in itself. But I think Cameroon will have too much for them. Like the hosts so far, they've been outstanding. Vincent Abubakar, guy is a tank, top scorer in the tournament.
A tank.
He's a tank. Have you seen his as like top scorer in the tournament so far? I think Cameroon should be too good for them.
They'll be too good for Cape Verde. But remember, Cape Verde actually, they are a very good football nation right now. We can rate them to be one of the
they've done well. They've done well. To be honest, they've done well for a country with such limited resources. I think they've done well.
Okay, Ibrahim, Ethiopia versus Burkina Faso so far.
Yeah, well, before I get to Ethiopia, we shouldn't forget Cape Verde actually beat Nigeria. So we should not.
I know you are not from Nigeria, so forget about it. We
should not forget that fact.
Why are you bringing Nigeria now? Why are you bringing? We are talking.
Nigeria and Cameroon should be at par with each other. So just because they are Cape Verde doesn't mean that Cameroon.
I know what to do for you. Yeah, I know. I will send Super Eagles after you.
You'll deport me back to Cameroon now.
Let's go talk about this.
So Ethiopia, Burkina Faso. I think on paper it doesn't look like an appetizing fixture really when you look at it, but these are two teams who have something to play for, and I think it will be a balanced game because it's something that you can't really call. Most of the players that we actually have on both sides are not really unknown quantities that you can't be able to gauge and say, okay, this is what is going to happen and that is what is going to happen. So it's going to be an open game, and I think we won't know exactly what's going to happen until the end of the match. But I think it's going to be a good one since we have like two teams who are virtually at par with each other and still have something to play for.
Okay, we just quickly review the AFCON that are at least coming up today. Burkina Faso, Ethiopia, Cape Verde, Cameroon, the host nation. The third match of their Group A will be coming up. Although as we speak right now, yes, as expected, Burkina Faso, Ethiopia ongoing. Now let's quickly move away. Let's talk about the English Premier League matches that was played over the weekend. Let's quickly review the matches. The result: Manchester City. They have showed the class that they have right now. Man City, Chelsea, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Newcastle against Watford. You just have to give it up to the defeat that cost Everton, their former manager, Rafael Benitez, his job. Norway City defeating Everton. It was a game that they were not expecting. At least all the teams have been beating Norway City. Wolverhampton against Southampton, Aston Villa, Manchester United, Brentford against Liverpool. Good one for Liverpool. You have to look at West Ham against Leeds United. Also a good one for Leeds United against West Ham United, who has been beating everyone. But this time around, they got their own pound of flesh. Talking about Leeds. Now, let's quickly look at Manchester City, Chelsea. Abdullahi, you're already shaking your head. It seems you're so happy.
Well, to be fair, Man City have been outstanding since like a few months now. They've won 12 games in a row. They don't look like they can be stopped. Like they rested their best defender, Ruben Diaz, was on the bench, but they still played outstandingly well. But to be fair, Chelsea missed some chances. Lukaku, I think he missed a few chances. Like you have to be clinical against this current Man City team. But so it's hard to call, but I think it will be hard to catch them. But Chelsea, I don't think they can win it anymore. It's between Man City and Liverpool at this stage. Even Liverpool, they have just a tiny chance. I think Man City are running away with it.
From the way you're analyzing, you're a Man City fan, right?
Well, I'm a fan of their manager, but not really a fan of the football club. But yeah, I can
Okay,
see
you're a
that.
fan of Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
Oh, that now I see why
Yeah.
this seems so, the way you're shaking your head. Okay, now let's talk to the Tottenham man.
He said it. Manchester City are running away with it, and there's actually no stopping them now. Liverpool can only do what they can, but I don't see Liverpool actually catching Manchester City now if they keep on with this imperious form that they're on. Because one thing about Manchester City is even when they don't play well, they still manage to win. And that is the stuff of champions. You understand? Champions manage to win even when they're suffering. So that is the thing with Manchester City. They will come, they'll blow everybody out of the water. So if they can beat Chelsea, and who else can stop them? When you look at the EPL as it is right now, you know? Yes, there are some potential banana skins that might occur along the way, but still, this is a team that is like a steamroller. It's just bulldozing through the Premier League, and there's no catching Manchester City now, really. I don't see them stopping.
Nobody can stop Manchester City. Okay, from you, Abdullahi, do you think Liverpool, okay, even though you said they have a slim chance, but remember, it's not over until it's over.
It isn't, to be fair. I think if they win their game in hand, it will be 8 points. And given the notable absentees, Mane and Salah obviously are away at AFCON. So if they come back, I think that would help them as well. But it's a slim chance. Man City, and they don't look like they can be defeated. Like 12 wins in a row. They've already beaten Chelsea home and away. So, and they still have Liverpool to come to the Etihad as well. I think it will be difficult.
Okay, now let's take that. So get to the table as it stands right now in the EPL. Manchester City really, they are running away with it. 56 points, 11 points ahead, adrift them and Liverpool. Liverpool are second with 45. You look at Chelsea, they are third with 43. West Ham United, also from London, they have 37 points. Arsenal, Spurs, Manchester United in that pecking order. To Wolverhampton Wanderers, Brighton, Leicester, Crystal Palace, Southampton in that order. Well, Aston Villa in 13, 14 is Brentford. You have Leeds United standing 15. Everton, the loss against Norwich City actually cost Rafa Benitez his job. Watford 17 on the log. You have Norwich 18, Newcastle Burnley. Now let's quickly lose. If you look at the way this table stands, really 11 points ahead.
Yes, well, that is the thing. So the top of the table doesn't really look that interesting for the chasing pack. You understand? There's just too much. There's the golfing class. It's not only the points that actually matter. It's the golfing class. Can you be able to catch these guys? And even if they have
goal difference,
even if Liverpool wins their game in hand, it's going to be cut to 8 points. You understand? And they still have a game to play against Manchester City. Yeah, you can't really call that per se because Liverpool on their day can actually beat anyone, but still they still have to play against each other. So there's really no stopping them now as it is. The most interesting part of this table actually I think is the race for the top 4. I mean, like the number 4th position. That is where I think all the interest is supposed to lie right now as it is, because Manchester City have already run away with that. So you have West Ham, Arsenal, Spurs, Manchester United, even Wolves. You understand? They're all in there and they're all trying to get a piece of that action. So I think that is where the interest is going to come from
from Wolves straight down to West Ham.
Exactly, from West Ham to Wolves, that is where the action is, from 4th to 8th, and all of them are fighting for, yes, let's say the 4th, only one spot. Yeah, you know, because it seems like the top 3 have probably sorted themselves out. Yeah. You understand? So you just have one place left for the chasing pack, and then of course when you go down the table, that is where it gets interesting as well. You know, Aston Villa doing very well. They are climbing up. I think Steven Gerrard is beginning to work his magic. Newcastle, well, they're still there.
Given the investments as well in general.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's not the money that counts, it's how you spend it. So they need to spend wisely, and maybe they might be able to bring in a couple of players that can do the business and get them out of the relegation zone, and hopefully they can plan for next season. The most dangerous club right now is Everton. Everton are in a free fall. You understand? I never liked Rafa for Everton. Ever since he came in, I never really liked Rafa for Everton, because he didn't seem like a good fit. And I think I've been vindicated now that he has been sacked and leaving them in 16th place.
What do you have against them? Keep that, just keep it. What do you have against Rafa? Okay, Abdullahi. Now, so far, Rafa Benitez has been sacked after this match because, everybody has been beating Norwich City. So how come defeating Everton was like, no, we can't stand this?
Honestly, like to lose to Norwich City, probably one of the worst sides in the league. They concede goals for fun. I think he had to go. Like even their form, their recent form currently, they haven't been winning. I think they've won in how many games? Like it was quite terrible. And Everton, given they've invested well the past few years, so they shouldn't be fighting relegation. To be fair, I think he had to go. His job was untenable. I think they're talking of is it Lampard or someone like that to replace him. A
lot of people are coming up, even Chris Porter is also mentioned.
Yes, and Rooney has been mentioned a couple of times, and even Duncan Ferguson.
Who actually, names.
Yeah, Duncan Ferguson, actually, he held it down when Martinez left. So I think the next manager will determine where they want to go. I mean, like, they made a statement signing with Ancelotti back then, you understand, but it was lured back by Real Madrid. Had it been maybe he stuck with the project, most likely Everton would be in the position that they are right now because they wanted to build a project with Ancelotti. And then, unfortunately, they got it wrong with Rafa, and now they have to start it all over again. So they're looking towards bringing Martinez back, which I don't think he'll leave Belgium. Duncan Ferguson, Rooney, I don't think has the experience. Maybe Lampard can come in and do a job, but we really don't know. But the next manager actually determines which direction Everton is going to go.
We've just been talking concerning the English Premier League over the weekend. Let's quickly look at the matches played in Italy. Italia Serie A matches played over the weekend, and also we look at the fixtures that will be coming up also today. Well, Sampdoria against Torino 2-1, 3-0 from Lazio, good one there. Salernitana losing again. Juventus against Udinese ended 2-0. You just have to give it up to Hellas Verona, who saw and they conquered against Sassuolo 4-2. Empoli 1-0 draw. Cagliari against AS Roma. And finally, Mourinho getting his act together. Atalanta against Inter Milan. Well, a match that you expect Atalanta to also hold there, which they did against Inter Milan. A good one there. Now, looking at these matches, I think I will look at AS Roma versus Cagliari. Finally, they were able to at least...
Yes, well, it was something that you should expect. I mean, like when you look at AS Roma playing Cagliari, you'll expect Roma to actually get the job done. But Mourinho's men their form has been patchy, and well, at least they managed to get a 1-0 win, which is a win.
At least,
yeah,
which is a good one there. Now let's look at the fixtures for today in the Italia Serie A that will be coming up. Napoli will be playing. Venezia will be playing. Those are the teams that will be playing today in the Italia Serie A. Bologna at home against Napoli. AC Milan against Spezia. I beg your pardon, I'm mentioning Venezia there. Fiorentina against Genoa will also be coming up. Those are the matches that will be coming up today in the Italia Serie A. Quickly, let's look at Bundesliga over the weekend, where Borussia Dortmund, they won their game. Good one for them. At least speaking the language they understand against Freiburg. 5-1. It was a rampage. Erling Haaland there. Cologne against Bayern Munich as expected. Bayern Munich 4, Cologne 0. Union Berlin 2-1 against Hoffenheim, and you go straight down to Bayer Leverkusen. They peeped Borussia Mönchengladbach by a long goal there, 2-1 rather. Augsburg against Eintracht Frankfurt, and then 1-0 draw. While Arminia Bielefeld 2-2 against Borussia. Those are the results over there in German Bundesliga. Now, if you turn into the table quickly, you just have to look at Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich right now are still top, 46 points. Ahead of the second position, Borussia Dortmund. They've closed the gap. Now they have 40. They have 40 points. Leverkusen have 12 with 32 points. Hoffenheim, Union Berlin, Freiburg, in Darpek. If you start from the bottom of the table, newcomers are Greuther Fürth, and you have Stuttgart, Arminia Bielefeld, Augsburg. All these teams from the top to the bottom. Now, quickly, Ibrahim, FC Bayern Munich seems not to be stopping at all.
Well, it is the Bundesliga, and when you call the Bundesliga, the first name that comes to mind is Bayern Munich. Exactly. So Dortmund are trying to mount a challenge, but you can see the difference there, you know, a 6 points gap. And you can even see the gulf in class when it comes to the table. Bayern Munich is 6 points ahead of Borussia Dortmund. The next people on the table, Leverkusen, are 8 points behind Dortmund. So you can see how far the gulf actually is. If anybody has a chance of catching Bayern Munich, is Borussia Dortmund. And they always come up short because of their head-to-head with Bayern. You understand? They never seem to get their acts together when they face Bayern, you know? So that is where the problem actually lies. They can beat any other person, but then when it comes to Bayern, it all falls apart.
They beat them convincingly, to be fair, whenever they face Bayern Munich. Now they're too good. Lewandowski, I think he scored 3 in the weekend. The guy is a machine, man. Just scores for fun. like you said, Bundesliga, they've been dominating. I think this should be their 9th one in a row.
Exactly. So there's no catching.
They have a monopoly on that league.
There's no catching Bayern Munich. We can look at the other places below Bayern Munich, who will make it to the Champions League, UEFA Conference League, and UEFA and all that. But you just give Bayern the title and let's call it a day.
You just have to allow that to be, because Bayern seems not to be resting at all. Let's go to France. Matches were played quickly. We look at France Copa del Rey result, and also Real Madrid also winning. A good one for Real Madrid. They were able to win the Super Cup there. Well, France now quickly 2-1 against Nantes. Good one for OGC Nice, who stay at home and they won. 3-1 Strasbourg defeating Montpellier. You have to give it up to Reims 6-0 against Bordeaux. What happened? What happened to Bordeaux? They went to sleep there. Paris Saint-Germain 2. Brest 2-0 there. Good one for them. You have Monaco also 4-0 against Clermont. Clermont seems not to be understanding what's happening in the French Ligue 1. You also look at Troyes. They lost against Lyon. They are 1-0. Well, sorry for that. Apology for the title. Coupe de France. Not Coupe de France. Actually, French Ligue 1 there. Marseille against Lille ended 1-0 draw there. Those are the results in the French Ligue 1. Yeah,
Marseille against Lille, actually, that was the pick of the bunch. I mean, like, it was this fixture that jumped out at you when you actually look at it. But the surprise results actually runs against Bordeaux. You know, Les Girondins used to be feared in the French league. But I really don't know what actually happened to Bordeaux now, and they seem to be slipping. I think Petkovic is about to lose his job as the manager, and maybe they might get their acts together with the next signing. But it was a very fantastic result for once.
Okay, now let's look at Copa del Rey result quickly. The matches were playing in Copa del Rey, and we have Mallorca against Espanyol 2-1, Girona against Rayo Vallecano also 1-2, 4-2, Sporting Gijón against Cadiz, Sevilla they picked Real Betis by a long goal, and you have another one there. Cadiz actually ended in penalty anyway. It was 0-0 before the penalty, 4-2. Atletico Baleares 2-1 against Valencia. A good one for Baleares, for them to have been able to dump Valencia.
That's an upset. That's a huge upset.
Real upset.
For that.
That is why we love the cup games. That's why we love the cup competitions, because
big boys
exactly, because teams like this can actually go and do a job against the so-called big boys when you look at it.
Well, let's look at our last draw for today quickly, where Real Madrid did well by winning the Spanish Super Cup, defeating Athletic Club there. It was a celebration for them. They celebrated, and they did so well. Real Madrid right now, they are top. If you check the La Liga, they are there. You check the Champions League, you check the Super Cup, they just did also. It seems to be their year.
Yeah, Real Madrid are having a very good season, but quietly. I think they haven't been winning matches 4-0, 5-0. You see, they win convincing, maybe 2-0, but get the clean sheet. Like Ancelotti is doing a very good job there. Like so far, Benzema has really stepped up this season. Vinicius Junior as well. He's been having an outstanding season. Obviously, Hazard it hasn't really worked out for him since he moved to Chelsea. But Real Madrid, I think they could really do, even in the Champions League, they have a chance this season. I think they're having a quiet, very good season, but quietly.
Yeah, well, Ancelotti is Mr. Champions League, so it won't be a surprise if they're actually there at the very end. But I think they're running away with La Liga this season. Really, I can't see anybody stopping them. Barcelona is all over the place right now. So, and they are the main challengers. And even Atletico Madrid is not having a fantastic season as well. So I think they are going to run away with it. In the Champions League, we will wait and see, because we have the likes of Bayern, PSG, they're still there. And but yeah, exactly. But we won't be surprised if Real Madrid is there at the end of the day, not because of anything, because of having Carlo Ancelotti on the bench. The guy always knows what to do when it comes to the Champions League.
Are you trying to say maybe Everton should get him?
Well, I don't think he's going back to Everton now. I don't think he will go back to Everton.
See the way I'm whispering, I definitely say it now. That will be the last draw on the show. 360 Sport on Trust TV. It's been Ibrahim Yusuf with me. Good to have you, Ibrahim.
Always a pleasure to be here.
And Abdullah Kabiru, a good one to have you also on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Good morning there. Well, as we always say, that sport is fitness and business. I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.